Welcome to our discussion on the next-gen gaming, the good and the bad. I'm Steven Sobot.
And I'm Justin Lethbridge. So Steven, what's it like to have a crappy, out-of-date machine to play games on?
Well, as a member of the master PC race, I don't need consoles.
Well, maybe you think you don't need them because you haven't tried the new consoles like the PS4, which is jam-packed with games such as Knack and Need for Speed and Destiny, which came out as really great, as well as a whole list of free games you can get, like the MMO DC Universe Online, which is free as soon as you buy a PS4, and it's a wonderful game.
I mean, that's cool and all that the PS4 has a free thing, but PC is the home of a lot of free things. In fact, I'd say it's probably the main leader in things like that, especially MOBAs like League of Legends particularly. Games like this has a whole community. They have a professional sporting event to it. Millions of dollars are made in it, and I find that it's not even just League. There's hundreds of others. So
there seems to be a new MOBA out every week, though. It just seems to be saturating the market a little.
That is partially true, yeah.
I mean, I think MOBAs may be the bee's knees now, sir, but coming up, there's games like Evolve where you're a team of 4 versus a team of 1 super-powered monster you have to bring down. There's stuff like that. There's Dragon Age Inquisition coming out. There's a whole slew of games coming out in the holiday season and beyond. There's the new final Batman Arkham City trilogy. It'll be a wonderful game. There's, right now there's Shadows of Mordor that just came out that's very similar as well. I think we're just getting started on the next gen, and it's only going to go up from here, whereas PC may have tapped out.
I have seen Sauron's sons. They bring much suffering.
Can the curse be broken?
Destroy the Black Hand and his followers and claim Mordor.
How do I do this?
Your power.
I mean, that's fair. There's a lot of new releases in like PS4 and Xbox One stuff, but like, how much is that going to cost for you? It's gonna leave quite a hole in your pocket. That's why I find like Steam is a good source for a lot of these games, because games that maybe you didn't think you wanted to buy when it's $60 at the time, like for example, my case, Dishonored. When Dishonored came out, it looked really really cool, but it was $60. I didn't want to spend $60 on it. The next year, around Christmas time, I got it for $5 on Steam on an amazing sale, 80% off. So I understand that, yeah, there are a lot of new stuff, but if you're strapped for cash, it's hard to get more than 1 or 2 games on the console. For Steam, you're limitless, practically.
Yeah. I mean, Steam is great, but when Gaikai, I think it's Gaikai, when that launches for the PlayStation, you'll have access to PS1, 2, and PS3 games on your PS4 without having to have any of the old consoles. You'll be able to rent them or buy them wirelessly.
That actually does seem like quite an appealing selling point.
Yeah,
I didn't know that happened.
It'll be out, they're just doing the beta now, but when it comes out for free, or for real, it'll be a great competitor to Steam, I think.
Well, okay.
And in terms of like, the PS4 and Xbox One are really advanced consoles. Never seen anything like them. And they are able to deliver things like the Master Chief Collection, which is, Halo Anniversary Edition, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo 4. And Halo 2 has been given the HD treatment. All of them have had some terms of improvements, and they all come packaged with all the extras, all the maps, so you can play Halo 2 multiplayer again on the Xbox One for the first time since the original Xbox, which is huge.
Yeah, Halo 2 multiplayer was pretty awesome. And I trust that, they will work on it quite well. But every now and then, actually I find almost too frequently, the new games need like a month or so to even out the kinks, even out the problems. I've only seen footage of Assassin's Creed Unity, and there's countless videos on YouTube already of people finding glitches in a game that should have been complete. And I find that the update process is probably a bit slower on the console than it is PC, that's again, spending $60 on a game that might have problems, might not be as good as in a month later. That's why I still kind of thinking of sticking to what I know.
I think we're definitely in a feeling out process. It's still early in the next gen life cycle, and hopefully things like Assassin's Creed Unity, which is just like has faceless people and all sorts of horribleness like that. Hopefully those are just growing pains, and as studios get used to releasing games on new consoles, they'll be released without glitches and hopefully without day one patches, although I think that's kind of going to be the norm, unfortunately. So
Probably, yeah.
we'll see what the future has to bring and see where we are this time next year if you've hopped on the next gen bandwagon or are still strapped to the PC.
I mean, might get myself a Wii U. Don't hear any Wii U games go on the PC or anything, but
That's true.
we'll see what happens there. Maybe, who knows if Super Smash Brothers comes on PC? I mean,
That
That
might
would be stupid, but-
that might be a sign of the apocalypse.
yeah, but
Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, I am really contemplating. I mean, with the 3DS around, I mean, it already has Super like 3DS.